All right, so in regards to injuries, Aaron Lynch has a concussion, and then same thing with Adam Shaheen with a concussion. He'll be in the and they'll both be in the protocol. So number one, I want to start off by just giving so many compliments to our awesome fans. I mean, that was a special night right there, and it started with them from the opening kickoff. It was loud. It was tons of energy, and you can feel that, and the players feed off of that. So when we got that big 3rd-and-1 stop, you could just feel the energy of the crowd in the stadium, and just it's infectious to our players. So we appreciate that. We want to keep it going. Our guys understand how important it is to win at home against a really, really tough opponent in the Vikings with a lot of good players and good coaches. So the defense starting there. I mean, first half came out, and I think 5 possessions, a few 3-and-outs. They were really, really good, and they even with some of the turnovers that the offense gave them in return, they held their own, and they forced them to punt, or in the red zone when there was one, they held them to a field goal. So throughout the game, just constant pressure and just aggressiveness. The coaches and players did awesome. Offensively, I thought that the offense did enough. Again, I'll go back and just say this defense that we just faced is one of the best defenses in the NFL, and they're really good at what they do. It was an extreme challenge for us. So for our guys to be able to come out here and have some success against this great defense, I'm proud of them, and we did enough on our side on offense to get the win, and then of course on special teams. It's just amazing how things go in life and how things work, and it's good people, and that's how I truly believe. For that to happen, what happened last week, and then for Cody to come back this week and be 3 for 3 in field goals, it's just a testament to him, who he is as a person, and then to see our team rally behind him. That's a special moment there that we'll all remember.
With Cody, the TV cameras, it looked like you gave him a wink right before the kicker. What was going through your mind there as you made that decision to kick the ball?
Yeah, that wasn't an easy one. It was one where there's just so many things that you can think of. You want to stay positive. You want to think, okay, hey, we make the field goal. You make it nine points, and it essentially gives you a great chance to win the game. You go for it. You stay aggressive. Because of where it was in the field, and you don't get it. Now they get the ball, or you punt. You take a delayed game and you punt the ball, and our defense was playing so well, but it's a 7-point game. They made the 2-point conversion there at the end to make it a 7-point game. So those are tough decisions. But I got to tell you, a lot of times you go with your gut reaction. You talk to your coaches, and you talk it through in that quick time right there, and then. In the end, ultimately, we sit here and we talk about being aggressive. We sit here and we talk about being a family and trusting one another. And I'm just really, really happy for everybody on that field goal team to make a great snap, to make a great hold, to make a pressure kick. And you could see how proud our guys were of him and the rest of those guys. I think that's something special there.
If your team made a statement tonight, what was it?
Well, I don't know if it was making a statement tonight. I think for us, what it would be is just that we feel like in any game that we can play with anybody in this league, but we always respect whoever it is. And so this is a team that, making it to the NFC Championship game last year and being able to play some good football. They're good, and so we know that, and our guys want to be a part of that, and so that's what we were able to do.
Did you need a win like this to prove to everyone that in the locker room?
This isn't about proving, I don't think, for us as much as it is our guys just learning that they can trust one another. And when you stick together through the highs and the lows, and you work as hard as our guys do together, and you listen to the coaches, and the coaches listen to the players, there's that collaboration, you then get a chance to be in a situation like this tonight, to play in front of the whole world. And so these opportunities don't come around a whole lot. So the challenge to us was being a young team and a new team together. How are we going to respond to this? And it's a test. It's not easy, and it starts on Monday when you come into the building, preparation-wise, understanding what's important. And then you got to come out here and you get so excited because of the element and the atmosphere that now you gotta reel it all in and just do what got you there. And I think being able to play 4 quarters of good football against that team to get the win shows that we're headed in the right direction.
What went into the decisions to go for 2 tonight?
Well, I'm typically an aggressive person. And so we just felt like we had some good stuff down there in that area. We've had some carryover the last couple weeks, and so play wise, why not use them? And it just shows to our guys, and it also, it can stress to the other team if you do get them. It kind of makes the game change a little bit in regards to what they got to do now on their end when they score. So it's just a decision that we decided to make. We knew that was something we were going to do, and who knows? I don't know. We'll go back and forth on whether we want to keep doing that or not.
How special was the play that Eddie Jackson made, especially the
Yeah.
game was 14-6 and they had the ball?
Yeah, that was a huge play in the fact that we were fighting and clawing a little bit on offense, and there wasn't a whole lot of rhythm, and then for him to make that play and score the touchdown, it broke it open a little bit. So that was huge, and that's what our guys have been doing. They're making plays. They're playing fast. Their instincts are great. They're reading and reacting. And then when they get an opportunity to make a play, they're making the play. And then he's becoming a ball carrier afterwards, and it's good stuff.
The run game early seemed very diverse. Split zones, you had end around.
Yeah.
Were you just trying to spread them out and then kind of just power them, or is it?
Yeah, I would say, you could say that obviously with some of the jet motions and that sort of thing. Again, I'll go back to those 4 guys on that front defensive line that they have, especially, the edge rushers, and in Hunter and Griffin, and then the two, the 2D tackles in there are they're good. They're good, and so you got to pick and choose where you want to try to attack them, and that was part of our game plan today.
Matt, I'm sorry, I'm asking you to repeat yourself here, walking thing, but the decision, to kick the field goal at the end versus punt versus go for it. What's going through your mind during the timeout? And
well, there's a lot going through my mind, and again, that's one of those. If there's a 20/20, that hindsight's 20/20. That's the decision right there. So you kick the field goal and you make it, it looks great. You kick the field goal and you miss it, it was a dumb. Now they get good field position. But again, that's who we are. We all trust one another. You kind of almost feel like, okay, this was meant to be, and then for him to make that, pretty cool.
What did you see on Mitch's interceptions tonight?
So the first interception that he had, we worked on that play and that throw all week, and the safety made a good play. He made a real good play, and there was, that was a tough throw. They played it pretty well, and then the second one, that was a third down, and so A-Rob had a route there, and they were off on their timing a little bit, and ended up throwing the second interception. So he'll learn from those, and we'll watch those eventually. We won't be watching them tomorrow, but we'll be watching them eventually.
Matt, did you think of Adam Shaheen, a lot of faith to put in a guy playing his first game of the year? Can you go through that thought process and that execution of that?
Yeah, no, the guys, they executed it great, and the players made plays right there. They did exactly what they were taught to do within the play. And then for Mitch to buy a little extra time for Adam to come in here. Adam's good in the red zone. He's a big target, and former basketball player that has some good ball skills when the ball's in the air. And he was going against one of the better corners in the NFL at press coverage, who's big, just as big as Adam. So you got to be right on with the throw. Mitch could not have made a better throw, and Adam couldn't have made a better catch in that situation. So that they executed it great.
What did you think of Anthony Miller's touchdown catch and then the roll your boat celebration there?
Well, I didn't see the celebration. It's hard because you're looking to see what you're going to do next. Was it good?
It was good. Everybody was there.
Was it?
Yeah.
They were all there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy what you miss. So I did not see that. but I'm sure they'll let us see it here in the next couple of days.
How about the catch itself and just the entire play from Mitch rolling out?
Yeah, it was a movement for us getting out of the pocket. Mitch made a great throw on the run. It's a strength of his, and then for Anthony, you could see once he went down for the catch. I was just making sure he didn't bobble it, but he secured it, rolled over, and just again, players making plays.
Coach, you were talking about trying to get the running game going the last couple of weeks. You did hit him with some misdirection, but some of the downhill runs.
Yeah.
What did you think of Jordan's game?
Well, I'm anxious to check it out, but I thought from what I saw that he was running the ball hard. That's what it looked like to me, and I like that. And so again, he's a player that he's very selfless, and he just wants to do whatever he can do to help out. And I don't even know how many carries he had, but I felt like at times when they knew we were going to run the ball and different things we did with motions and stuff, he was hitting that hole hard, and I like that. And so we want to just keep that going.
You knew you were going up against the top third down defense. Last night you checked, I think you were 50% tonight.
Is that right?
Conversion rate. Just how big was that?
No, that's huge. You have to. And so, against a team that's so good, I mean, they're breaking world records on third down the last couple of years. And so you have to win first down. You cannot be in 2nd and 12. Now, I do know we had a few of those today. Those are hard. When you get to 2nd and 12, I mean, there was one time we were 2nd and I think 21 or 30. I don't even know what it was, but it was a lot. And after a penalty. But you have to stay ahead of the sticks on this team. And then you give yourself manageable third downs. And so if that's the case of being 50%, I like that, and I'd want more of that. So again, our guys on offense made plays when there was two in particular. I can't remember exactly when, but there was two in the fourth quarter. Mitch made a nice throw to Taylor on a third down, and then he made another one towards the end to Allen Robinson to keep the clock going and kind of flip the field. Those are big throws now in those situations against that defense.
What was the biggest thing he took away from this defense?
Who's that?
Mitch.
What he took away was that he just battled. He battled. I mean, there was you throw a couple picks, you have a fumble. Not him, but your offense has a fumble. They give you different looks. They show you one thing, get to another. There's some pressure. I mean, again, he used his legs when he had to. He trusted his wide receivers when he needed to, and then when presented with an opportunity, he's playing with confidence right now, and I like that. And he's never getting too high. And again, you have 2 picks, never too low. He's growing, and he's in a special place right now. He knows he can get better, but we like where he's at. His teammates like where he's at, and his coaches do too.
Last thing,
Yeah.
with this quick turnaround, is this next 24 hours maybe the toughest part of that because you don't go through your normal routine?
Yeah, it is. It's a totally different routine. I mean, the guys are in tomorrow at after lunch, and I mean, we're not even gonna we can't watch this game. We're on to Detroit. It's a really quick turnaround. It's important that, and we have a plan in place with our trainers and strength staff of nutrition and sleep and rest and mentally and physically making sure they're taken care of. And then this is what it's all about. So we'll see where we're at now on an 84-hour rest. So
Thanks, guys.
thank you.
Mitch. Mitch, what'd you think of your game?
I thought we won. I thought we played well as a team, and we came out with the victory.
What was the reaction like with, especially Cody hitting that field goal there at the end after what happened last week?
Yeah, big time. Definitely happy for Cody. We all believed in him in the locker room. I mean, there was never a doubt. That happens, I mean, week to week in the NFL, but we just continue to come together closer as a team, support our guys, have each other's back, and I'm happy for Cody. And he was big time tonight. He definitely delivered this team and put some points on the board when we need them. They're crucial, and he did a heck of a job.
Mitch, you set up that field goal. You converted 3rd and 8, throw to Allen there in the Vikings' 3rd down defense. What did you see on that play and anticipating that route?
Yeah, for sure. Got the look they kind of showed that we didn't anticipate all night, but we were recognizing it. Little cover 2, had the route we wanted. Just looked them off to the front side and then came back, and Allen ran a heck of a route. And O-line did a great job up front, picking up the pressure, giving me time, and just put the ball in the right spot where it needed to go. And everyone else did their job.
You've seen this defense, what this defense can do this year. What do you think about their game tonight and how they kind of handled Minnesota?
Our defense is spectacular. They brought it again this week, and they just continue to amaze the offense and the fans and everyone else the way they can play, help us put points on the board, and take away the football. And they just continue to play together and get better and better. So I'm very happy for that defense, and they just did a great job for the team tonight.
Rich, where does that Vikings defense rank against the team you've seen this year?
I'm not really worried about rankings. Obviously, we got a lot of respect for those guys. They're really good defense. You can look at the rankings and their stats across the NFL, and you could do all that. But for me, it was just coming out here, being focused on what we need to do as a team, executing each and every single play, and coming out with a win. So I'm proud of the way we stuck together. It wasn't always pretty on offense, but we just grinded it out and did what we had to do, and it was a great team win. Special teams, the 2-point conversions, and then the defense played outstanding, helping us out, and it was a great team win.
How big was 3rd down tonight? I think you guys finished 50% conversion rate against the team that had been setting ridiculous numbers in that area.
Yeah, they are ridiculous on 3rd down, and I didn't know that number. That's kind of impressive on our part. Just trying to stay on the field, focusing on 3rd down this week, and trying to move the chains. We got to do a better job of finishing with points, hurting ourselves a couple times. But it was a big emphasis for us to convert on 3rd down. I really liked their game plan, and they're a really good team on 3rd down. So you gotta give credit to them, and they stopped us a few times. But we just gotta continue to find ways to convert and be better and finish with points. But I was proud of the way we executed and stay on the field, take a little pressure off our defense. But we gotta continue to find ways to help them and our special teams, put our team in good spots, and take care of the football to continue to come out and win games.
Mitch, you guys moved the pocket a little bit, got you on the run. What did you feel like that did for you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you got to do that a little bit against a great pass rush team, which they have, trying to tire them out, run them side to side, a little misdirection, and just trying to be aggressive, keep the defense on their heels, and that's something that worked for us tonight. And we're just going to continue to utilize that and grow within our offense, movement throws, and just the defense. I mean, you takes pressure off the O-line so that the guys can't put their ears back and just get after the passer. So, yeah, it helped tonight.
The 2-point conversion at Adam has been out there this year. You get him for one-on-one coverage.
Yep.
What's it like throwing to a body like that?
For sure, just like good old times, just like in practice. He gets one-on-one coverage, and just put it in a spot where only he can get it. He did a heck of a job. We know how good his hands are and how he can separate with that big frame he's got. So everyone else did their job, and everyone was on the same page, and it was just pitch and catch, me and Adam, and it's really nice to have him back out there.
Mitch, on the first interception, what you saw when you looking down the middle?
Yeah, for sure. That was a tough one. I really liked where I put the ball in the right spot. I looked off one of the safeties, and then the other safety made a good play. So credit to them, and just got to continue to stay aggressive and trying to see the whole big picture. But that guy made a really good play, and just got to move on and try to learn from it.
The other one, just a little miscommunication with Allen on that other one.
Yeah, I mean, that was just good defense on that part. He got hemmed up a little bit, just a little bumping and running on the outside, and I was just trying to anticipate him breaking, and it didn't quite happen for us. So a little miscommunication, little bad anticipation on my part, and something I'm just going to fix. But we're going to continue to stay aggressive, and I mean, we were pretty good on 3rd down, so there's one of the instances where I got to take care of the ball, and then just we punted away and played defense and put them in a better spot. But I really liked what we did overall, and I just got to be smarter with the football to put our team in a better position.
You guys are pretty fast flow defense. You guys got him in this direction, but Jordan was able to hit a couple downhill. What did you guys like about that lead play you were running with him and Trey?
For sure, it was outstanding by our O-line and the rest of the guys in Trey leading the way, and Jordan just being a physical, dominant runner, seeing the hole, hitting it, and being aggressive all day long. So that's the type of things you got to do with such a great defense. You got to go right at them, attack them, and then misdirection, try to keep them on their heels a little bit. And it was just a great job by the O-lineman, controlling that line of scrimmage, getting a push up front, and Jordan hitting the holes and run hard.
What have you come to know about Anthony's catch radius? You know, you had the touchdown there, he goes down and gets
Yeah,
it.
for sure. That was a heck of a catch on his part. I wasn't sure it was going to quite get there. It was a little longer developing than we executed in practice, and I just gave him a shot, and he made a heck of a catch. So I just have a lot of faith in him. If I put it anywhere in his direction, he'll come down with it, and he did. He made a huge play for the team.
What do you sense overall for this team now? 7-3, game and a half ahead of them.
For sure.
You guys are rolling.
We're excited. You just got to keep it rolling. We got to continue to stay hungry, stay humble, and just continue to believe in one another. There's going to be a lot of more outsiders and media per se, just like saying you guys predicted this all along, but even though you guys didn't, no one else believed in us except our locker room. So we're just continuing to stick together, become closer and closer, and continue to look at it one game at a time. Stay hungry, stay humble, and come ready to work. And we got another big game ahead of us. Quick turnaround.
What would you anticipate tonight in terms of becoming a runner and the times you're able to take off against some man-looks?
Yeah, for sure. I really didn't, honestly, but that's just how it happens sometimes in this game. You just got to be aggressive. I was trying to have good eyes and good feet in the pocket. O-line did a great job giving me time, and then things started to break down, and I was able to find some running lanes, and a couple were designed, a couple I had to just get on the move, and that's something I need to continue to do for this offense and just stay aggressive and be smart when I run.
This turnaround here is obviously really tight.
Yeah, for sure. I need to get to sleep.
Is that what you're going to be focusing on, sleep here?
For sure. Sleep, recovery, just condensing the game plan and trying to get as much in as possible. And we just got to be out on Thursday, clean execution, and hopefully everyone can just be well rested for Thursday. So we just got to be really smart in how we recover and get ready for Thursday.
Thank you, Mitch. Thank you.